grown man is. Conversation on some grown man is. Put your hands up on some grown man is. We puffin' on some grown man is. We sippin' on some grown man is. We vibin' on some grown man is. We lovin' on some grown man is. I know, you know, that you're down with me. You know, I know, that you're feeling me. Know that the time has passed for you to raise your glass, to stand up, put your hands up.
We are here, ladies and gentlemen. It is another Tuesday, 9 p.m. Grown Man Conversations, the Visual Podcast. Thank y'all for joining us. I am one half of the co-hosting team. I go by the name of Tony. That would be me. It is Scorpio season. It is November, so you know what that means. That means I'm celebrating the born date the entire month. Okay? Right. Who's the other half?
So the other half up in this studio tonight is Y Square. Yes, we're up here for another, like you said, Grown Man Conversations Visual Podcast. We have some a special guest in the studio tonight, and we want to thank you, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube for joining us for another episode.
Man, he got a lot of titles.
Yeah, he does.
Like artist, music producer,
right,
model,
right,
you know, calendar cat, you know, fitness instructor, you know, ain't no telling what else, you know, homemade brownie maker, ain't no telling what else. Yolanda, do you introduce our guest tonight?
So we're going to introduce the artist, the model, the musician, a whole bunch of other actor. Yes, that's the other word. And he's also international as well. Mr. KG Salone in the building.
Thank you for having me. Thank you. I appreciate you guys having me. It's been a minute, you know. We family, so
right, we are
it's
family.
Good to be here.
Yes.
We always pass. It's when we come inside the EQ studios.
Sure.
There's always something going on, especially out of room 1.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, Studio
always
A.
something
always
sounding
does
good coming out of it's getting cooked up in there every time we go by there.
Yeah. That engineer, Kirk, is dope. So always work with Kirk. So.
Yeah, Kirk is the bomb. Kirk is also our producer for the Grown Man Conversations podcast. So what's up, Janelle? Thank you for joining, Janelle. Haven't seen you in a minute, sis. Thank you for joining through Facebook.
Kirk is also the owner
and
operator of EQ Studios.
Absolutely.
Black owned. So let's be clear. All right.
Yeah. I was going to say, I was saving that as a surprise because, you know, we're going to have a show coming up with the owners and operators of EQ Studios.
Oh, yeah.
So
well, now ain't no surprise. They need to know that. They need to know it's black owned over here. A young black man is doing his thing over here in this world of technology and electronics. And it's incredible. If you haven't been, you need to come put your eye on it.
What's up, Port
real.
City, Ricky Lewis?
Now, you got a lot of hats that you wear.
Yes, sir.
All right? They could call you a triple threat. Entertainment, film, TV. Then you got modeling.
Yeah,
all right? Then
you got to have a lot of bags.
Music artists. All right, well, which one is your favorite?
I probably had to say the music because I think music is one thing we all can relate to, some part of our life too, like from having a baby to getting married, you know, you can always go to music and find that memory. So I'll definitely say music, fabric to the world. You know.
Okay.
Gotcha. What? So you have international roots. I mentioned. Tell the folks where you're from.
I was born in Sierra Leone, West Africa. I came to New York City when I was about 8 years old.
Okay. So music and movement and beats has always pretty much been embedded in you, right?
It's in your ancestry. You can't miss that. You know? Once you hear them drums, you gonna stay still?
No.
Right.
It's embedded in you.
Right.
It's part of your DNA. That's why people hear a certain beat and their neck start
break
to,
your neck.
you know? You bought all of that heritage, all of that custom, and it's a different type of energy in Africa than over here. It's a whole different frequency and vibration. And you see a lot now with the music, and it seems to just be catching on here, but that might be on a broader scope. A lot of people have been listening to the music from there, the Afro beats. A lot of people have been listening to the international sounds here over in the States. So for some, it might be new, but for others, we've always been vibing to this music, even if we didn't know why. Well, what do you see as a difference with the music there and the music here?
Really, I think it's just a bridge. Like the music there is imitating the music here now, but the music here is actually using all the symbols and all the mechanics that was originated from there. That's what I see. But the people over there are so much trying to fit into here that they're doing what they're doing here, but also have some originality of their own because they have tribal roots. So they try to incorporate some of their tribal stuff in there as well.
A lot of the artists are coming over here doing big things, like one of her favorite artists.
I always say his name,
Davido
or Davido.
Davido. And he's from Atlanta.
He's
You know what
from.
I'm saying? Just like I'm from Brooklyn, Jersey.
Right.
But,
He
but
was born
he's, but
in
he's
Atlanta.
born. He was born in Atlanta.
He went to school there and all that.
Wow.
Oh.
Yeah, and then he
Michael
He
Black's.
just picked,
Yeah,
he
then
just
he
picked
went-
up his roots
Right.
and just started.
I mean, most of all of us.
Yeah.
The kid out now with the song Essence.
Oh,
Wiz
Oh,
Kid
yeah.
and Tim.
Yeah.
That's a song that you're tired of hearing, but you still like
But
to
you
hear
still
it.
like
You see
it.
what I mean? You're caught in between.
I was just home.
The vibe
2
is
months
crazy.
ago in New York, and the radio was going crazy. Everywhere we went, they play that song. Like
That's the
everybody, I see Hard Rocks on the block. They be like, "Yo, that's my."
That
That's
energy
my
is
shit.
crazy.
Yes. Yeah, that
The
song,
energy off of there is
I
crazy.
wish I made that song. That's all I
That's one of them songs that make you say, I wish I'd done that.
Yeah,
Right.
That's all I'm talking about. I haven't seen that one soul that I don't like that song.
I haven't either. When you hear it, it just hits you. What's up, Damon?
And
Thank
the thing
you for
about
joining.
it is, if they came in here right now, I'd be like, who
are
is that?
they?
Like, I need a photo
Don't
ID.
recognize them,
Like,
yeah.
I recognize the energy and the music,
And the music.
your name,
Yeah.
but I haven't seen you.
Yeah.
And I haven't even Googled you and,
That's
looked you up.
That's crazy. I remember when they first brought him on stage, just introducing him. You know what I'm saying? And he didn't have a name or nothing, and he just been blowing up. So it
Yeah.
took him about close to 10 years.
So look, so with the blow up, was that more support you think coming from Africa and his country,
Definitely.
and then coming over here? So okay, let's talk about that.
Definitely.
Is the support different over there than it is here when it comes to the artist? And the
I would
music?
say for Nigeria, because Nigeria is really big. So, like, compared to Sierra Leone has maybe 7 million people. Because it's very small. It's like the size of Rhode Island.
Okay.
Nigeria is like maybe 25 to maybe close to 30, 50 million, something like that. So they're really big.
Nigeria is big.
So they support each other a lot more. And if you have 10 artists there, you have more support from because there's so many people. And Sierra Leone is so small, and you have this one artist, and then everybody gravitate to that one artist, and they're not trying to support
Any other artists?
So
Oh,
that's what
okay.
happens.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, the support in Africa actually will propel you, catapult you over here or Europe. Because once the African continent itself embrace you, the Europeans are automatically
yeah.
And then we have like strong roots in England. Like I have a lot of family in England. So if you ever notice, a song gets big in England first before it comes to America. You ever notice that? So that's how it works. Like
Especially if it's coming from that direction.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
If
that's
it's
like-
coming from over, that's an import, and it get flipped into the States.
Right.
And a lot of the stuff from the States gets flipped as an import over there. Because when I was living in Germany, you would notice that a lot of club music, techno music, they would get it first over in Europe, then it'd get to the States. A lot of hip hop, R&B is coming out the States. We get it first, and then
they go. Yeah.
everybody else catches it. So
What part of Germany you was in?
I was in Karlsruhe.
Oh man, I was in Bamberg and Wiesbaden.
Oh, you was in, man.
yeah,
Everybody wanna
yeah.
go to
Oh, that's right. He's a
Yeah,
veteran
he's
too.
a
That's
veteran.
another
Oh.
title. He's a veteran as well. Yeah.
Army veteran,
Army
too.
veteran. Yeah.
What's your MOS?
I started off as like a 77 Fox, which is a truck driver, 88 Mike.
Transportation.
Then I switched up, OJT kind of like engineer. Then I went to OCS and I became a 25 Alpha, which is signal officer.
Oh, yeah, you ain't do nothing.
Signal officer.
You ain't do
Hey, I paid for that. I worked hard before I got there.
Then,
You know,
man, y'all ain't do nothing.
Hey, I was busting my ass first.
Y'all did drills all day. Boy,
Nah,
Signal,
hey.
all my boys wanted to get in Signal because
Look.
they ain't do nothing.
Listen, when I saw them child support and all that coming at me, I was like, I got to do something else. I need to get some
coming
more
after
money.
her.
You know,
Right.
so,
Right.
I was around some Signal cats.
Yeah.
I was an engineer.
yeah.
So I was a bridge crew.
Okay, yeah. That's what I did with them 8th engineers for a little minute.
They wild.
Yeah, very wild.
They wild, man. They wild.
I bet y'all do have some wild army stories.
All
that you
military
can tell.
cats got stories.
Military
You ain't got
stories.
nothing else. You got stories.
Right.
I mean, that's basically your whole experience is based off of stories, and you link them together.
And that's basically what
That's
I did
your
with
journey.
the music. That's what I did with the music. I
Yeah.
took all that everything that I've been through in the places I travel, and I just kind of put it.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. So what is the uniqueness about your music? And, you know, as we get into this, we're actually going to play some of your music and hear some of your creations. But what's the uniqueness about your music? And now with, so, and also, do you consider yourself an African artist, an international artist, an American hip-hop artist? Like, is that even a title or something that you consider?
I guess I just consider myself an artist because,
An artist.
like you mentioned, you know, I act, I do different things, so I'm just an artist. It just depends on what category you want to put me in that day.
Gotcha.
And then some of the music I make, because I don't know how to speak the local languages, you know, so I only do English because that's what I know.
Right.
So yeah, I'm just an artist.
Gotcha.
Okay. So we got to ship your joint over to Africa. We got to get it interpreted.
No, they understand. English is the main language anywhere in Africa. So even they hear it, and then rhythm is something that you don't have to never interpret.
Right.
Your body is going
Gonna feel that.
Your body's going to come to it. So.
We have to listen harder when an African artist.
Yeah. When some of them are
Absolutely,
speaking
American.
like the local.
If you over here, then you have to listen harder than over there because that's the essence of the language anyway.
Yeah.
So the music and the energy is the connection.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Have you like? I think one of the dope things is an international artist because of your language barrier.
Yeah.
Some cats can do a song in English, then they flip it over, and on the other side they do it in Spanish. Christina Aguilera.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's what I've been doing.
Because I would say, do
But
you
I've been
do
having,
that?
yeah. But I have what I did with the first album. I had a lot of the artists from over there come on the album with me. That kind of introducing me to the country, and so they'll speak in the local language, or even because all the beats and production is done over there. Like
Right.
even what Kirk is listening to or making, even royalty, I've connected them with the people over there, the producers. So the music's coming directly from there.
Nice.
Oh, good.
This is one big 360.
Yeah.
Do you have
degree
any?
circle.
Yeah. Do you have any features or people that you worked with that are within the music?
Like the reason I flew to Ghana to do the video because I did a song with a Ghanaian artist. So that was like my first time going to Ghana. I just kind of like went out there.
How was it?
Man. Besides the travel itself, it was
Of
agonizing
course. So
because
it's
of
16
COVID.
hours?
COVID was what made it so bad because wearing the mask and then all the mandates like 72 hours, which we interpreted for 3 days. And then all of a sudden they said 72 hours, then you got to pay an extra $700 just to change your flight. Each person, but my wife goes everywhere with me. So for each individual, it's $150 for a COVID test. You know what I'm saying?
What?
Yeah, it was all of that type of stuff. But overall, when we got there, everything went great. Shot 3 videos there.
So did you have to stop in different places and get COVID tests on the way there or something?
Well, we stopped in Brussels, but they didn't do another one. They had the one we did here 72 hours before we left was good for at least Brussels. But once you get into Ghana, they have their own criteria. So
You had to take it. Is that where you had to pay the $150? They just
So
getting you.
each country, because now there's private investors that's doing this. So, 2020, no one made money, so they found ways. Every country is finding ways. You go to a bar right now, they upcharge everything, right? Because they're trying to catch up with the money they lost last year.
Wow.
Which a lot of people were worried about international travel.
Even
know what I mean?
even going to Cancun, I had people complaining. Besides the air, the flights being a mess lately. A lot of them. I flew to Texas about 2 months ago, and I spent 24 hours just in the terminal. They lost my bags.
Wow.
But in that same area, it was like 1,000 bags there. That's how many bags they lost. I flew to New York. It was okay, but then we hit the storm. So that was.
And that's what, yeah.
We went to Dominican Republic, and it was
Phenomenal.
I see
everything was electronic, but it was cool though.
Yeah.
But I can see how it can be antagonizing and
Yeah.
agonizing on somebody that's traveling if you're not used to it, because patience is the thing.
Right.
You got to have patience now, and you can't fool yourself if you don't have it, because COVID and mandates and regulations is proving that if you don't have patience, you're in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you on that microwave frequency and you can't wait and you can't adjust, you in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? The same thing as an artist. Sometimes do you get tired of the process? I've been waiting. I've been putting the work in.
Man.
This cat is blowing up. That record is blowing up. Whoop de whoop de whoop. Yeah. You get like that?
One thing I don't do is ever worry about the other lane, like someone else's lane. Mm-hmm. I mean, I hear it. I hear other people like, man, they blowing up. Like even when I met you in Atlanta, because first when I got out the Army, I went there. My parents moved from New York, and they came to Georgia because my mom's originally from Georgia. Mm-hmm. And I was doing more acting. I was more into the acting. Mm-hmm. So when you look at that, and some of the people I started acting with over there, and now I see them on BET and different movies.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, should I have stayed there and continue going? But I came here, and I went to UNCC and got a theater degree, and this is where my wife's from too. Mm-hmm. So that's how I ended up in Charlotte.
Right.
But yeah, sometimes like I was just talking to Kirk, like, man, I'm tired. I'm ready for something to blow up so I could just slow down a little bit because I can't stay still. Mm-hmm. I'm always doing something, whether it's a movie or music or anything.
I feel you on that, because that's even though of course we're not an art. Well, I'm not an artist. He's an entertainer. But when you're working on something and you have a passion and you've been building it, and you see other people can do something and it seems like it blows overnight, or other people can do something and it sells out with a click of whatever. But I've also realized that it's a part of being consistent. Yeah. That's what really helps build the brand. That's what really helps build the credibility to it. And even if people don't see it at first, it's like Tone always uses a hashtag, we see you, but you don't see us. Right. And he says that in the form of, we know you see us, and we know what you see, what we're doing, and we definitely see what you're doing. And it may take a minute for you to catch on, but you're going to see us, at the end of the day. And that's just, but like you say, you get tired, you get drained out, but that's a part of it. I feel like everyone who has made it to that level that we say, "Ooh, I wish I was doing that." That person had to put in some type of grind and effort behind it. And even if they might have had the material means or the money to do it, they had a team that still had to put in the grind behind it to make it happen. Right. And I feel like if we utilize that same energy that we put toward other things, or whether you have a job or whether you are working for a team, but if you put that energy behind yourself and what it is you want to do, the universe is going to respond to it. It's definitely going to respond.
My mom used to always tell me, her and my aunt, it was like we used to be on the subway, and Morgan Freeman's on the subway, like going to auditions all the time. So I met Ben Vereen because he's from the neighborhood in Brooklyn too, and he was talking to me. He was like, just relax, because I was like, a minute ago I was going to just move to LA, because that's where things happening for actors and all. He was like, nah, chill, stay where you are. They'll come to you.
I agree. I think sometimes people do feel like they have to go to LA or New York or somewhere else outside of, but if you have a really raw talent, and not even if you have a talent and you continue to pursue it, you can bring LA, New York, or Atlanta, or whatever it is to you. And meaning, even if it's not physically, just those eyes and those viewers and those people seeing what you're doing.
You got to stand out, because that's the reason why you pick LA or New York, is because that's the mecca of entertainment, TV, Hollywood. That's the mecca of film. And there's other places that they do it too, but not like those two. It's like when you go and you say, well, I'm going to make it, then you're going to go to L.A. or you're going to go to New York. It ain't too many people be like, well, I'm going to go and I'm going to make it, and they coming to Charlotte. But what happens is, what happens is, like Atlanta. Atlanta years ago was not looked at under the same light like it is now, especially when it comes to TV and film, maybe music. But you had to bogard your way in with the South to get that kind of respect, to get that kind of recognition. You were still talking about what they was playing in New York and what they was playing on the West Coast. So your talent has to be big, but like she always says, your consistency and what you do to put yourself out there has to be bigger. Your drive has to be big, and that's how you get other people's attention. And that's what they mean by you don't have to go to New York. New York can come to you, but you got to have a reason. You got to have a draw.
A reason for them to come.
No one's not going to come see you. You got 1,000 views on your single, but if you got 30,000, somebody like, oh, he doing that in Charlotte?
But why is that though? So because I've seen people with 30,000 views on something and it's whack, and I've seen people with 1,000 views on something and it's some great content.
That is true. But I was talking about like from what the executives look for, because all they do is analytics.
I know.
And talent and analytics should go hand in hand.
Yeah, not anymore.
But sometimes they do not. There's comedians that's got 1 million views. Do 1 million views of this equate to that individual being funny for a prolonged period of time on stage? You don't know. You think that it would until you get
see
to
them
see
on
it.
stage.
It's the same thing. You can catapult. Somebody can like something, and you be like, oh, that's the next big thing. And then you put them out there, and you like, Then you got the ones like Daniel Caesar.
Right.
Who it is what it is. He got 1 million views on that video because listen to him.
Right.
And when I first saw him, I was like, this eclectic kid, this kid gonna be different. And when I first heard Get You, I was like, oh, this kid is different. And what did he start out with? That Apple Music, that streaming, people hitting on his Instagram, and he was doing stuff with the guitar, and it blew. And somebody was like, yo, better get him.
And that's what I'm saying. It has to start somewhere. Like, to me, I feel like you might miss some diamond in the roughs. If you don't have 1 million or 20,000 or whatever views, and you might only have 700, 1,000, or 1,500, that really could be a diamond in the rough. And sometimes you just need that extra, that machine, or that extra push or machine, whatever they call it, to kind of get to put you out there. But
it's even worse now. It's even worse now because once you reach out to someone, even if you're doing something like my new song is doing pretty well. I think it's like 122K right now by itself.
we gonna listen to that in a minute.
But at the same time, when you reach out to someone, say a label or someone who's able to give you an opportunity, the first thing they say to you is, what's your budget? So it's like you got to have hundreds of thousands of dollars already to just get made. Regardless if you have the talent and the ability and the motivation and all that, they want to know what's your budget.
So now
they're not going to do anything for you unless you have a budget.
Right. So now
that overhead.
Exactly. Now let me, because I'm not an artist, and I feel like I know some of the ins and outs, but I've worked in a management position with artists. But I've always encouraged the artists that I work with to do it independently, build your own empire. Like, to me, the labels had to start somewhere too. And I realize sometimes if you're just starting off as an artist and you're looking at a label, it might look like a real wide stretch, meaning I have to do all this and this and this and this to get to there. I need that help and support. But if you believe in your talent and you believe in yourself and you learn the business and understand what you need to do to protect yourself from copyrights or from, music masters and those type of things, I feel like you can build the same empire. Yes, it may take some time, but I feel like if artists who had that great talent and quality stopped looking for the majors to support and started doing, it wouldn't cost hundreds and thousands of dollars, because videos didn't cost that now. Right. And with technology and equipment, it should be less to film a video.
But it's not like, for me, it's not like I'm reaching out to labels most of the time when I do this. This just maybe reaching out to a radio station, reaching out to a DJ, reaching out to a promoter. Those people. Those are people that usually like, what's your budget? So when you see like young kids going out to sell drugs and all that just to make it, this is what they're doing.
So let's talk about that. So that's good to get into on the other side, because I never knew that a radio station would ask, what's your budget?
Well, they're not going to say that.
Right, because that's payover.
Yeah, right.
They're not going to do that.
They may have a campaign.
Right.
So get you on a commercial or something.
Absolutely.
So you got to come up with a certain
But do you
amount
not
of
think
money.
that's necessary as an artist?
No, that one, I agree.
Because that doesn't have to
that.
cost hundreds and thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
That's putting some money behind you and believing in your talent, getting it placed on a platform that does have either a regional or national reach to it, or international reach to it, so people can hear and support your music.
But how much you think it costs to get your music onto a radio station?
I feel it's a relationship. Now, I'm a media agency. I work, in conjunction with the stations with ads. So I think it's relationship. I think if your packaging is right and your music is lined up right and you have relationships, you can go in and sit down and speak with a program director who is in charge of programming the music, who can sit and say, you know what, this kind of fits our format. I see what you're doing. You've got your Instagram is lined up. You know what I mean? As far as your brand and your what you're doing to market yourself, what you came and presented is together. I think what I heard from the back end, a lot of times artists come to the station and they just want to get their music played, and they haven't done the back end work, meaning put together a nice package so that program director is able to see what traction and what you've done. Even if you don't have 1 million views or followers or whatever, what have you done to invest in yourself to say that, okay, I can get behind this artist and support them because I see that they're not looking for a ticket? Because I think that's where the disconnect is. Because I do know several artists who have gone and they get the support from the program directors. Now, just like any other
I haven't done that yet.
Okay, gotcha.
I haven't done. I mean, I've spoken to several other people, but I haven't been to a radio station here and sat down with them and But I have my whole portfolio that's done. Kirk is a great tutor. He made sure my copyrights, everything is done.
Yeah.
So everything is in order. I just haven't done that because just in the past when you reach out to people, and I'm a person that like to do things myself. Like just like you said, start your label, do all the stuff that the big labels been doing,
right.
So you'll get recognized for your own work. That's what I did. I started my own label. I even signed an artist that I paid for all the stuff that they do. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, it's a matter of time. Things will happen, whether it's for me or for my artist or whatever. But it's working.
It's different ways to hit that because now the wave is big for international artists, African beats, Afro beats, African artists. If the song is good, with the wave right now, you can get on. A lot of independent artists, you already paid for SoundScan. You paid for, so you can track your spins. That's the kind of stuff you have to take to the radio station. You cannot come to, I don't care how dope your music, I don't care what kind of package you got. You're not coming to no radio station, and I'm at the radio station. I've been in radio over 25 years. I'm telling you right now, you cannot come up to the radio station and sit down with the program, the PD or the MD, and think just because you got a nice song, it's packaged right, you got everything in order, that you're going to leave there and you're going to get some spins. Right. Support for an artist and spins is two different animals. And when you start talking about spins, now you talking about, when you say relationships, most of the time relationships mean labels. You got a label rep that can walk your record up and whoop, 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 whoop. Yeah. But the reason why so many young cats go independent, number one, is because that's 100%. So all of that come out, that come back to me. Right. Number two, you can learn the game from the outside looking in. Back in the day, you used to have to be in it. Now you don't have to be in it. You can learn the game off of YouTube. You can learn the game off talking to an artist. You can learn the game off if you know somebody at the radio station or exec, and you build up enough and you put your team together. Then you got these young boys out here, these independent artists. You can mirror them. You can see what they're doing. You can see how they're doing it, and you can start to move like them. And you ain't nowhere in the world Lil Baby's supposed to be making that money that he making right now, and all that's going back to him. Ain't no way in the world. That was unheard of a couple of years ago. You know what I mean? Now you see these young boys pulling stacks out of a backpack. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Like the hell with these jokes.
Right.
I need to go ahead and get this booth. All I need is one.
That's
we
what
need to
Meth
make a
said.
song.
Method Man was like, I don't remember this type of money. Everybody making this type of money.
Right.
Right. Yeah. You know what I mean? You might see one or two rappers iced out, real heavy, and you was like, oh, they major. Nah, these kids be coming on their first video. I be like, what the hell?
And Bentleys.
What is going on?
Right.
On top of that, they learn to master the internet. When you master the internet and you can get, like trying to get a check from YouTube right now. Hopefully I get a check from YouTube. See what I'm saying? Spotify. Then you might invest in crypto. saying? So that's how.
Well, I'm gonna tell you about that. I'm glad you said that because that's kind of leads us into our little break and our sponsor break. But a way that you can, YouTube, of course, may pay you with the viewerships. But I know a platform where you could get paid for one viewership or two viewerships, or no matter what they look at, whoever looks at your stuff, you know what I mean? You can end up getting paid. And that platform happens to be GrownTVNetwork.com. So if you do have a video, if you are a content creator, if you do have something out there that you want people to see and support, and it's an international platform, so no matter where they are, all you have to do is send them to Grown TV Network. They don't even have to be a subscriber to the network to see and pay for your stuff. You can actually upload your video, put whatever your little price is, if it's $2, $3, $4, and every time someone clicks that video, you're getting that residual automatically into your account. And the content creators earn 80% of their earnings and their residuals. So I would encourage you to go on over to Grown TV Network and check that platform out. And if that video already had 100 and something thousand views, imagine if it was on Grown TV Network. And every view, it's like a pay-per-view. Every time someone was viewed, you might already have $120,000 in the bank right now. So don't miss that money. Don't keep it out there in the air. Let's bring it in and put it on the table. So shout out to Grown TV Network.
Sound like God talking.
Come on now. Let them use me. So shout out to Grown TV Network. We're also going to shout out our sponsor, Wines with Brian. Tonight we are drinking a port. Nice red, nice port wine, real good. We're also going to get into some of this music that you have and let the people hear some of it so that way they can also go and support. They can also follow you. They can also go, and once it gets on Grown TV Network, they can also look at it there too. But why don't we introduce the first song? Let's talk a little bit about the inspiration of the song, and then we can play it. What was the song that I think you want to start with?
Pull Up. Yeah. So Pull Up is what actually took me to Ghana. I have Lyrical Joe. He's one of the top artists in Ghana, at least to me, as far as hip hop is concerned. I think he's real dope. I heard him. I reached out to him, and we put something together. I think it's actually great. A lot of people been getting a lot of great response from everybody. So I hope everybody like it. Shot the video there, and
all right. Well, we're going to play it, turn it up, and we want the folks out there in Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook land to give your feedback. And you guys can actually go in now to KG's page. It's what, KG Salone official, which is on Instagram. Remember, see.
I got it. I did everything. Here we go.
I saw you tapping a couple of times. I know you said all you had to do was tap once. And
it was moving.
Might need to have to call my producer. And it was just playing perfectly.
We will get it back, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, we will. Just give us a moment, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to get KG's song on.
You must have went in sleep mode.
I believe that's what happened.
You want me to get Kurt or y'all?
Yeah, it's good. I'm actually going to call him now, hit him now. Yeah.
Well, in the meantime.
So give us some more. Tell us what people can expect when they do hear this song.
I think what I did, I took some tribal languages and I put it in there. I wrote all the lyrics for even even for the chorus.
Right. Keep going,
yeah.
KG.
Yeah. So, but I had them translated. I had them translated into local languages and all of that.
Okay, got you.
Yeah. So I had Sierra Leone, the Mende tribe put in the chorus, and then I had Joe and his tribe put in.
Right. I think he tapped a couple of times. Yes. Okay. All right. So we're getting ready to.
Rookie mistake.
All right. So we're getting ready to play. Thank y'all. Y'all see the back end. Look, this is Grown Man Conversation. Sometimes it has to be like this.
Yeah. KG Salone.
They say we no go talk the chat again.
Sierra Leone, we in here. LJ. Beast.
Manyamu da keba wala bendo. They say we no go run this spot again. Jepe angida keba wala bendo.
Yeah, if you want beef, then pull up. If you want beef, then pull up. On them, we pull up on them. Going in 2 fingers on prom night. You're not a big dog, bitch, just a whore in the limelight. Type of nigga bring a knife to a gunfight. Here's a new definition of a drum roll. Leave your face full of holes when my gun blows. Pride of me, hate to expose you. You know I do it for the culture. Making moves in the room full of vultures. I play a hood, but you niggas all bogus. But I got a few soldiers. Now your soul rests.
They say we no go top the chat again, oh. The manyamu da keba wala bendo.
Mandela Mugabe, drop on like Osama Black Friday. Pull up like Mandela Mugabe, drop on like Osama Black Friday. Yo, you know I come from Ghana. Clap you for the drama. I'm the star that moonwalks on your sign, tell your mama. I take steps for the sound of your heart. I mean I walk on beats. I hate it when I gotta tell everybody the reason why they call me the beast. Now do it, wait, Manjaro. Don't try I'm Pharaoh. Now we are off the chains, kudos where we wreck cartels, beef get settled. You already know my type, scary, you blare it, don't scary, don't get the weight. But getting money's like heating bricks. That's why I pull up like Mario. Africa, we giving a combo. Lord, they say you will live in the jungle. Well, these verses came out the mouth of a lion, so everything you hear is raw. You know we chillin' when I pull up in the coupe, I put a body on the body, and I hope you understood. Create you a football team if it's beef. That's how I leave your liver in the pool. Pull up.
You know I come from Salone. Get you smell my cologne. Why you throwing stones at the throne? Disrespect would not be condoned. You want the stainless steel or the chrome? Aiming at your head like a fine-tooth comb. Please don't fuck with KG Salone. I'm the little boy in Africa. Standing there holding on the AK, barefoot in the sand. Never even had a fresh pair of J's. It's only lonely at the top, cause you took nobody with you. But I took my whole country. Win or lose it's us two. I be talking to their soul, so the love is so true. I live by the street code, nigga. Never snitch when it's hotter than the stove, nigga. Or get left stiff and cold in the cold, nigga. Now you fucking with the motherfucking gorillas.
Jepe angida keba wala bendo. They say we no go top the chat again, oh. The manyamu da keba wala bendo. They say we no go run the spot again, oh. Jepe angida keba wala bendo.
Hey, that's nice right
That
there.
was nice. Give it up. Yeah.
Give it up.
Got some heart bombs over
Give me
here
some
on
more claps
Facebook.
for that, ladies and gentlemen.
And so if people want to see the video, where can they go and catch the video?
On YouTube, KG Salone page, all the videos on there. Lots of
KG Salone.
KG Salone.
Nice.
I like it,
So
I
you
like
shot the video in Ghana. How long did it take to shoot it?
We shot that one like in a 2-day period, cause we were shooting fast.
Yeah.
Like, we'll be there all day long. We shoot, then another day we'll do another video, then come back to the other one we started.
Was it hot?
Yeah. Now I mean it wasn't unbearable hot, but it was hot. Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's always hot.
Did you utilize local artists or local videographers from there? Or did you take some from?
I did.
You
I everything. I didn't actually. I was just walking in the cloud. Like I didn't know the artist personally. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know the videographer. I didn't know anything. All I know is my wife was with me, and then we just went on a blind mission. I talked to God before I left. I was like, "Can you make this perfect?" And that's what.
And
happened.
so you really just went out there on a mission, saying, "I'm gonna do this video on here. And when I get here, I'll connect with a videographer.
Well, after I spoke to the guy that I made the song with, he got the videographer.
Oh, okay.
I paid him. I mean, because he was like, he wanted all the money up front, and we from up north. We don't do that.
Right.
So I gave him some,
Like
but
you
he was
tryna
still
scam.
pressuring me. Yeah, he was still
Right,
pressuring
right.
me like, nah, I need more money because I got to get this videographer, blah, blah, blah. And then, you know, I wanted to oblige, so I actually gave him most of all the money except maybe $200.
Right.
And my wife looking at me like, you dumbass, you know what I'm saying?
Right,
But I was like, I'm going to just step out on faith, and I did, and I, you know, everything kind of, it worked out. And I really think this video going to have like 1 million views. Yeah. So, I mean, it's been doing really well.
Awesome.
Nice.
Coming up, yeah.
I mean, you speak it into existence.
Yeah, that's what you gotta do.
You know, like in Kung Fu Panda, when the father was telling the son, he was like, "I'm gonna tell you what is the special ingredient of my noodles," and he was like, all right. And he gave him that scroll. There wasn't nothing on it.
Yeah.
And he was like, there is no special ingredient. He said, if you believe it's special, then it's special.
Yeah.
So if you believe that the video is special, you believe it's going to do 1 million views,
Then
then it's
it
special.
will.
That's what it'll do.
And that's crazy because the first video I shot in there while we were there the first day, that one got like 40,000 views. It's doing good. But in Sierra Leone, it made the national playlist. So
Nice.
it's on their national playlist and it's being played on the radio there.
Awesome.
So that one is doing its own thing. And then the song you guys heard me record with Kurt, that's being played in Nigeria and all that.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Nice.
Yeah, that's on there. And we just made that, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah. So how were you able to get that traction then overseas that quick?
Nigeria, I reached out to some people that I met over there. That's what I'm doing. 54 countries in Africa, right? America could probably go into Africa about 3 times and have change. That's how big Africa is. So I figured if I hit all 54 countries, I have a better luck than just being here, right?
Right.
And then on top of that, what I'm doing, I'm not doing for self. I'm actually doing it. I didn't even tell you guys why I'm doing the music. I'm doing the music so I could give back to them. Because I was there, I was more into the acting. That's what I went to school for. But I'm there, I made a song for my mom. She passed away, and it was her 3rd anniversary of her death. So I made the song just kind of dedicating it to her. I wasn't going to do anything with it. I make music, but I never really put it out. So I'm in Sierra Leone visiting, and some of the guys had some of the songs I had. They was like, let's go to the radio station. So we did. Went to the radio station, they played the song, and people were calling in, loved the song, and just started going crazy. Next thing I know, I'm like, man, I got to come up with another song because they loving what I'm doing. But at the same time, I'm talking to God, like, how can I help these people? Because I already have a foundation. Like, I have orphanages that I give money to and everything else, food, clothing, and all of that. So I'm just trying to figure out a way how to pay them back, give something to them. And then I hear that voice again, like, use your voice. Like, how do you use your voice? You know, I'm not getting no money from this acting like that yet. He's like, use your voice. I'm like, oh, music. That's why I started. That's why when you hear the music is dedicated to them, most is talking about Africa. It's bringing up Sierra Leone all the time. That's my moniker. So that's what it's all about. Just trying to give back to them and just want to change their life.
Awesome.
That is lovely.
Lovely.
You hear about artists, okay, so you hear Akon. That's who we gravitate to over here when you say, oh, big African international artist. You be like, Akon. That's about where it starts. That's about where it stops. Until now, because you could be the next name that they're saying, just like Akon. These kids that they're saying now, you know, that's blowing up off of one record, one single
That's crazy.
that sets them up for the album or the next single, but to get the way it's being received, it's saying a lot, not just about the music, but about us, because there's a lot of us that's driving this sound, and there's a lot of Africa in the United States that's driving that sound, and then it's a lot of us. We hear it and we like it, but it's a different kind of like it. It's like, why you really like it? Oh, I just feel like this song. It makes you feel like, oh, you heard it before, or this is something that this energy right here just feels right. Right. It does. The same reason why when you go and you get off the plane and they say, oh, man, how you feel? Like you're home or you feel like you've been here before? Same thing. It's all connected. So it's going to continue to get bigger.
And I know usually when you hear that, it feels generic when people say it, right? Because it seems like everybody say the same thing. But it was the feeling. Even when I took my wife, and she's never been there. But it's when you wake up in the morning and you hear the noises and everything that's going on
And
around
that
you.
air and outside.
Yeah, and I mean, even white people that was there when I was there, it was like it just felt like home. I mean, that's the organization of all men. So they were just like, you just relax. Then you go on the beach. You can get a lobster. You can get whatever you want. It's just,
It's a different energy.
Oh, I can't wait to
You
go
know,
to
it's
Africa.
a whole different energy. Anything that is a starting point for everything is a whole different energy. And Africa was bigger than that until they decided to cut it up. I mean, Africa was Asia Minor. That started China and Europe. All that was Africa. And then they decided to come and change the territory, and you see what's left. Africa is still huge. You know, and everything that they want in Africa is not mostly on top of the ground. It's in the ground. Because that's what
that
God,
vibranium.
That's what God put in that soil.
That's why they in the situation. Yeah.
The American farmer said, if we had the soil in the United States that they have in Africa, it wouldn't be no food shortage, food problems, crops growing, or nothing. That statement alone should tell you everything you need to know about over there.
Yeah,
it should tell you everything you need to know.
We took a trip to the Gold Coast where the slave quarters were and all that. So on the way back, I'm looking outside. The driver's driving, and I keep seeing like the ground is shimmering. You know, like how you would see diamonds shimmering. And on my mom's grave, all the soil was shimmering, like there was diamonds inside of them.
Really?
As we were driving, you see my wife asked her, I was like, what's in that soil? I mean, it's
rich.
really like, it was crazy.
Rich soil.
And then I saw all the migration of the Europeans and everything, especially in Ghana. Like, Ghana got tall buildings like we in Harlem or something. Like, it's crazy.
It's built up more than people want you to know.
To believe, they want you to think that it is.
And then when they show you the built up areas, they always show you the same one. They show you Egypt. They show you Cairo. They used to show you Sun City, but then now it's like Africa is not. It's huts, and it's villages, and it's animals. We get that, but that's not what Africa is.
I've never seen any.
Because that's not what y'all go.
You haven't seen your.
I've been 4 times. I haven't seen because I haven't been to that part.
You
of
didn't,
Africa.
right, and then you didn't
I
go
need
out.
to go to Kenya and go to the safari. It's not like the animals are walking around.
Just walking
like
around.
You know, like no
The only
giraffe
animal I
walking
saw
in your
was
street.
a dog,
Right.
and somebody had a monkey for a pet.
Which is what he wants.
Yeah.
What kind of monkey?
I don't know
Spider
the
monkey, the
different.
little small monkey?
Yeah, it was a small one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but the spider monkey ain't the one you want.
Oh, wow.
The squirrel monkey
Oh,
is
the
the one
squirrel
you want
monkey.
for a
I didn't
pet. They
even
get about
know
3
all
pounds.
the names of them.
I had one in
Right.
the Dominican Republic, and I
Yeah.
tried to bring it back.
Oh, man.
And Yolanda was like, first of all, you can't just bring a monkey back to the United
No.
States because this ain't a dog. I said, it'll be a service animal. They don't know what it is. It'll be a service. I put some shades
And
on.
what is he servicing?
And a cane. He helped because I got vision. I can't see, so he sit on my shoulder and tell me, well, he be guiding me around.
Go
He be
this
like,
way.
and I know to go left. He like, oh, he'll touch me. I mean, that's what they don't know. Now, if I got to pull that off, they'll let me bring that
No,
monkey.
they make great pets from what I've seen. You know.
Well,
No,
let me
not
tell you
really.
this.
Well, I mean,
They
besides
do.
the poop. And
They
No,
do.
no.
They do make
Can't
great
leave them
pets.
by themselves, though.
Right?
Why they'll tear up the house?
Yeah.
Head up.
But they
And
make
it takes
great.
a lot
So
of
does
attention.
cats.
Any animal.
Yeah, the cat.
But the thing about the monkey is you need room. We really not gonna give it the room that
Oh,
it
you gotta
needs.
leave them outside, attached to it.
No.
That's what most people
He
do.
need to
that's-
be able to
that's
swing
why
from
it's
the
messed
house
up.
to house to house.
You
He
need
needs
a- you need a
attention.
Oh no,
cage.
because he's on in the tree.
No.
That's what they build a tree house and they outside and they actually swing the tree.
How many?
It was just one that I saw.
Yeah,
like,
see, that's
people
they
had one.
don't want you to do that either because monkeys come from tribes,
Yeah.
and when you separate them and you just have one monkey in a cage by itself, he can't bond and he don't adapt, and you try to domesticate him, and that's not what he's looking for. That's why they say if you buy one, you need to buy at least 2, and put them together. Then they need room. They need a lot of
Poop
room,
to clean up.
and they move all the time. They
That's
got a lot of energy.
Yeah.
So
That's a lot of
if you get home and you tired from work, you still got to deal
With
with
that
this monkey. Now
monkey.
they smart because they have the largest brain to skull ratio among any other the monkeys. That's why I like the squirrel monkey. That's why you be seeing them on the little pictures and they be climbing up on you. But after that picture and all that cuteness, they like it's a handful. You could have one.
Yeah,
I
got a dog.
wanted one.
Look,
heavy.
I got a dog. That's enough. He put me through a lot.
After
Yeah,
I watched
we don't
about
need
him,
a
I
dog
was like,
or a monkey or a cat. We can get a fish. That's the kind of animal I
my
want.
dog get mad if you not in the house. Don't pay them. Knock over the trash can and yeah.
yeah, because it's like kids.
Yeah.
They need attention. They like adults. So you got another single
I was gonna say, let's get back to the music.
that we
yes.
want to play
play.
for the people. This one is called
Want me.
Want Me.
Want me, want me, want me.
Yeah, want me.
What's the background behind Want Me?
The other song that I made the video to in Ghana called
Pull Up.
no, it's called Deeper. Actually, great song. I don't know why it's not on there, but I was doing part 2 to it. So this is part 2 of Deeper. Because
Okay.
Deeper was, actually the continent loved Deeper a lot more. Because I actually did that for them, the sound that they used to. So I felt like I needed to put a part 2 out before that one ran this course.
All right, well, let's put our ears
Well, let's
on
see
it.
what Deeper.
No,
Want
this
Me.
one want me.
Wami. Well, Wami it sounds
I'm
like.
saying Wami. Want to.
Wami. I'm trying to use my African accent. Wami. That's my Sierra
Which
Leone.
part of Africa is that you?
I'm from Nigeria, Sierra Leone.
She put Nigeria
I'm
and Jamaica
from
together.
Ghana. I'm from Gambia. I have all of them. I got
That's what
about
I'm
5
talking
of them in me.
When we go, use the Yolanda accent. I don't know if you want to try that one.
Yolanda.
Use the Yolanda
I'm going to say
accent.
Yolanda. Okay.
What?
You
Did it
doing
go
a
to
lot of
sleep?
tapping. No, because you have to hit the tap and the space bar. Or
You don't have
either
to
go
hit
to...
that. You can hit the last.
KG, simmer down, we in the real. Baby, tell me that you want me. Baby, tell me that you want me. Baby, tell me that you want me. Know that you tell me that you want me. Baby, tell me that you want me. Know that you do that you want me. Baby, tell me that you want me. Know that you do anything want me. Can I sip from your cup? Know that you do what you drinking. Can I sip from your cup on you? Exactly how it's thinking. It's wanna be picking on you. Exactly what I was thinking. Allow me to introduce myself as the man with the big glass stick. May I add that you allow me to introduce myself as the man with the big glass stick. May I add that you point. I like them a little closer. Don't stop. Come a little closer. You got me hotter than the toast. Don't stop. Come a little closer. You got me hotter than the toast. Don't stop. Come a little closer. Baby, tell me that you want me. Baby, tell me that you want me. Yeah. Baby, tell me that you want me. Yeah. Baby, tell me that you want me. Yeah. Baby, tell me that you want me. Baby, know that you do anything for me. Baby, tell me that you want me. Yeah. Baby, tell me that you want me. Yeah. Baby, tell me that you want me. Baby, know that you do anything for me.
Can't wait to start, meet me at the finish line. Don't rush, slow it down, let me take my time. I love your pretty panties, can I eat the candy? My sexual chocolate, I got a sweet tooth for your package. Last relationship was toxic, but with you, I ain't gotta mask it. Anything you want, you can have it. I took it off safety, you can have all of this, baby. Girl, you got that tsunami. I ride away till you scream poppy. I'm hooked to your body like an ivy. I lost my mind, I need a new ID. Telling all my business on IG, yeah. Hey yo, baby, don't be a lifeline.
Baby, tell me that you want me. Yeah. Baby, tell me that you want me. Yeah. Baby, tell me that you want me. Baby, know that you do anything for me. Baby, tell me that you want me. Yeah. Baby, tell me that you want me. Yeah. Baby, tell me that you want me. Baby, know that you do anything for me.
You know, I've been here waiting for you all my life. You got me now. What you gonna do with me? Yeah, let's make the shot.
Yeah, both of those are good. So is there a video out for that one too?
I'm actually gonna shoot a video for that next month.
Oh, okay, great. So, well, you know what? This has been awesome. You know what I mean? It seems like time goes by so fast when you're having fun. I like the music. So, of course, before we get up out of here, want to make sure that people know how to follow you. Where can they follow you at again?
KG Salone official on Instagram, KG Salone, Facebook, everywhere actually. If you put KG Salone in there, YouTube, Spotify, I'll come right up.
Okay, great.
And it's Salone, just for the spelling.
Okay. Salone. Great. Awesome. And then if people want to go and watch this video and add more viewership to it before you get to Grown TV Network, where can they find the video at?
YouTube, go to kgsalone.com. Go to KG Salone, and it'll pop up on there. And actually, my website is kgsalone.com as
Okay, gotcha. Is your music on your website too?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Well, yeah, make sure kgsalone.com. You go there as well.
How do you spell it?
KGSALONE.
Okay.
.com. And so again, we want to thank everyone for joining, for being a part of Grown Man Conversations Visual Podcast. Also have to give you some reminders where to pull up on the set. You know, this is November, so it's Scorpio season, and you know it's a lot going on. You're going to be able to catch Tone X on Thursday.
Yes, Ladies Night Out, Jagged Edge. It's going to be a Blumenthal. Make sure you go get your tickets. Also, Royalty is performing. King Lee and Iconic Truth Band is performing. So it's going to be a great night of music. We're going to have fun. The energy is going to be crazy. And Jagged Edge, I'm excited about seeing them perform. So make sure you go get your tickets for that. That is this Thursday, 8 p.m.
Yep. And then let's go ahead and tell them about November 13th.
November 13th, we're going to be at Moorhead Tavern. Mm-hmm. That's going to be sexy Saturdays. Come through. I'm going to be doing a live remote.
And King and Iconic Truth Band is there
King
again.
Lee and Iconic Truth Band will be there. So come through and show some love.
And then we're going to go head on to the birthday comedy show November 18th. And shout out to our sponsors, The Realist, as well as Mama Rock's Kitchen. Make sure you go get some of that food from Mama Rock's Kitchen, as well as Modge Podge. They are sponsors for Laugh It Up Thursdays, November 18th. And what can they expect?
Make sure that you go to ysprosent.com, ysprosent.com. Get your tickets. The comedy show and the birthday show every year is something that I look forward to. It's a lot of fun. It is going down that night. Make sure you put your blue on.
Yeah.
Come through Stats, 8 p.m.
8 p.m.,
baby. Get your advance tickets and your VIP tickets. Headlining is your boy, Marvin Hunter, who is hilarious, a.k.a. the Grumpy Uncle. So if you don't follow Marvin, you should. But it's definitely going to be hilarious. So make sure you get your ticket and be in the building. Help me celebrate another trip around the sun.
And you can get your tickets from ysprosent.com. And then, you know, we're going to keep it going on November 21st. What's popping then?
That's the New York Kings of Comedy. Mark Vieira, Talent, Rob Stapleton. Wow. That's also Capone, and I'm hosting that. That's also DJ S&S is going to be holding down the music side. So my New York City crew, you want to come out. It's going to be at Knights Theater. Yeah. That's going to be a lot of fun, too.
Yeah.
Last on that show.
Get your tickets at carolinatickets.com. And then last but definitely not least, we're going to end the month after Thanksgiving, November 27th with Mace.
It's at Mace out at World, and the other part is carolinatickets.org. That's for New York Kings of Comedy. Mace is going to be at World. You get your tickets. Make sure you come through for that, too. It's going to be right around Thanksgiving.
So as you see, the month of November is popping, baby. So I hope to see one of y'all, each and every one of y'all, at one of these events, one of these shows. And again, thank you for joining Grown Man Visual Podcast. Make sure you go follow KG Salone Official.
He's dope.
Yep. Make sure you follow me too. Y2_Yolanda on Instagram and Yolanda Belser on Facebook. And then of course, you got to follow my Cody over here.
Catch me at Tone X Comedy, at Tone X Comedy, and catch me tomorrow, 3 to 7 on Grown Man Radio on V.
Yeah.
I'll be listening to you on there, and I'll be trying to get that Steve Harvey cash. I don't understand. I text all the time.
That Steve Harvey cash is done now. So don't even worry about it now.
Yeah.
Don't even worry about it now.
Yes. So, okay, baby, you can go ahead and close us out with that music. What are you doing? What are you tapping over here?
I was trying to get his joint to play.
It's a grown man in the building. I don't think you're ready. Come on. We riding on some grown man knees. We step into some grown man knees. Conversation on some grown man knees. Put your hands up on some grown man knees. We puffing on some grown man knees. We sipping on some grown man knees. We vibing on some grown man knees. We loving on some grown man knees. I know, you know, that you're down with me. You know, I know, that you're feeling me. Know that the time has passed for you to raise your glass, to stand up